friends. If you guys remember, I mentioned in Tuesday's video that I was going to do a video. Oh, BT dubs before I even get into it. I have glasses on. I had not planned on wearing glasses today, but my head started to hurt because I haven't been wearing them like a ton lately. I even put lashes on. Like, I usually don't wear lashes with my glasses. If you're curious, my lashes are the Eyelure. Doobity-doo. I'll link them down below. I can't remember what they're called. They're called something weird. But anyways, my background is super fucking dark. Y'all know I can't stand that when my background's all dark and dingy and weird. But what happened was, last night we were plugging our fan in the room. I cannot sleep without a box fan. Thank you very much. Who's with me on that? Who's with me? Tim went to plug the fan in and like the extension cord did something weird. So he came in here and stole my extension cord from a ring light, and I'm just too lazy to go get it. So, cause I'm already here, I'm already sitting down, so that's what's up. So it's real overexposed because I want my background to like be seen, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fucking YouTuber and shit. I'm a YouTuber, and that's what we do. On into the video. In Tuesday's video, as I was saying, I had talked about doing a video on the best concealers for wrinkly ass under eyes, because if you are an avid follower of me, you know that I, say it with me ladies, that's right, have the under eyes of a 90-year-old woman. The under eyes of a 90-year-old woman. They are very wrinkly and crepey and creasy and gross. A lot of it is due to the fact that before this set of glasses right here, I am a nearsighted person, and I went pretty sure about 10 years without glasses, so I'm constantly squinting all the time. And B, not recently, but some years past, used to be almost 300 pounds, and I dropped about 100 pounds, and I was overweight my entire, I mean, I'm still overweight, but I was like really overweight my entire life, and my face was always like really full. So when I lost weight, a lot of the, what do I want to say? I don't know, I just fucking, it's because it used to be fat under there and now it isn't, okay? That's what I'm trying to spit out. Okay, so, when I buy concealers, I always buy like hydrating concealers and stuff like that, and I buy the concealers that I think are gonna look very moisturizing, very nice, maybe make me not look fucking 90 years old, maybe a little bit. So I have a lot of them because, as I said, when I buy concealers, I buy it solely for that purpose. So let's get into it. Actually, I have a lot more concealers than this, surprisingly, but these are the ones that I feel like do the best job when it comes to like not making you look like a 90-year-old. Okay, let's get into it. So, first things first, I'll start with my favorite concealer, ATM, and that is, ATM means at the moment, BT dubs. Sometimes when I use like little abbreviations, some of you guys in the comments are like, wait, what does that mean? I've had so many people ask me what BT dubs means. You guys are so cute. Anyways, this is the NYX HD concealer. If you guys have watched any of my past like 5 Get Ready With Me's, I've been raving about this. It's so fucking good, and they actually came out with a color light enough to highlight my pasty ass. Any of my fellow pasty pirates out there, it was, I want to say it was either CW01 or CW0. 01 and 0, not O. And now it's CW00, so I can't remember which was which, but if it's not CWW0, Jesus Christ. If it's not, if you go to the store and it's not CW00, it is not the lightest shade. They like extended their shade range a little bit, and if you go to like a Meijer or like a CVS or something like that, at least in my town, I've been to my Meijers, and I've been to, or not CVS, was it right? No, yeah, CVS, right? Walgreens. Been to my Meijers, been to my Walgreens, and neither of them have like this lighter shade, so you might have to check out like an Ulta or even just a NYX base store. I know those are like popping up everywhere, but this is so nice. It's got, I would say, up to a medium coverage. It's not the fullest coverage ever, but I do not use concealers to conceal. I use them to highlight, so That's another thing too. I mean, I'll tell you guys like the difference between coverage, but I don't look for a concealer for coverage. So some of these concealers, if you not only have wrinkly ass under eyes, but you have, what are they called? Dark circles. Oh girl, you know, bitch. Yes, I've had a lot of coffee today. I'm like talking and like I've had so much fucking coffee today that I'm like running out of breath. It's not good. Anyways, a lot of these I'll tell you like the difference between them, but I don't shop solely for dark circles. So if you have wrinkly under eyes and dark circles, some of these are not going to cover your dark circles. And a lot of times concealers that are super full coverage, unfortunately, for those of you who have like problems to cover, aren't the most moisturizing concealers in the world. They're usually very drying and kind of cakey. So but I do have a couple in here where you hit two birds with one stone. So, okay, NYX HD. Jesus, here I'm thinking this is gonna be a short little video, and not with this bitch. No. This is my fave though. Like, would I say of all time? Not of all time, but unfortunately the one that is my favorite of all time is not light enough. Jesus, please come out with a lighter color. Please come out with a lighter cover. Fuck, I cannot talk today. Please come out with a lighter color. I would appreciate it. Okay, first one down. 10 minutes in and it's the first one down. Anyways, moving on. Next one I have is by Too Faced, and it is the Born This Way concealer. I will tell you right now, this does not cover shit, girl. This doesn't cover anything. This is the literal lightest coverage concealer I think I've ever come across in my life. It's probably not going to make a difference if I swatch it, but I am. Just because you guys aren't going to see it because it's like hella over. Oh, maybe you see it a little bit. But the problem with this one, and I like this one because like I said, I'm not looking for coverage. So if you're like me and you're not looking for coverage, you'll probably like this too. The problem is it's just not light enough. Like they don't make, I think they've come out with a new lighter shade. I just haven't had the chance to buy it and see like exactly how light it is yet. So it's a really good concealer. It just doesn't cover anything, but it is really good for highlighting if you're somebody that doesn't like a lot of coverage on your face, but you still want like that highlighty type look, you know what I mean? I really hope I'm in focus because my fucking glasses are so unbelievably dirty right now that I can't tell. So guess we'll find out in post, right? Anyways, this is really good. I have the color Berry. Oh, okay. Nope, never mind. I saw the color Very Fair at work the other day and I was like, I think I have fair, not very fair, but no, never mind. They didn't come out with a lighter shade. It's this one. This one's the lightest one and it's not light enough. So it is a useless to me. But if you are somebody that's even like just a couple shades darker than I am, you could probably rock this for a highlight. I just wish they would come out with lighter colors. Come on, people, get with it. Next one I have is another high-end one, and this one and one other is seriously my all-time fucking favorite concealer of life. It looks so pretty under your eyes, and if you are somebody that has wrinkly ass cakey under eyes, crepey under eyes like your girl here, I swear you guys, you will freaking love this so much. This is the Bare Minerals Serum Concealer, or Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. I wish somebody would come out with a formula like this. If you guys know of anyone that has a formula similar to this, or like the Becca, oh my God, Jesus, the Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer that's super pale, please let me know. Thank you very much, Veronica. This looks like this. It's very light. It covers probably up to a medium coverage. I mixed, I mean, it's even darker than this, surprisingly. Again, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's basically the color of my skin tone and even just a little bit darker than what's here because I actually mixed my LA Girl Pro Foundation in the color white into this just to try to make it a little bit lighter. It just got to the point where I felt like I'm just gonna have to put too much fucking LA Girl HD foundation in this in order to get it to lighten up, so I stopped. But during the summertime when I self-tan, This is like my all-time favorite, you guys. It's so fucking good. You know what? I keep looking at my necklace in the monitor and I'm like, it looks blurry. Does that mean my face is blurry? It better fucking not. Maybe I need to look back here a little bit. Okay. Anyways, this is so fucking good. If you're somebody that has like wrinkly ass under eyes, like a bitch right here, you guys seriously have to try this. Just go to like Ulta or Sephora without makeup on and just stick it under there. It's just so luminous and pretty, and it just makes you look so young and awesome. God, I wish they had a lighter color. I love this so much. I forgot to talk about creasing. As far as creasing goes, I always tell you guys, normally I don't use enough concealer in order for it to crease. But if you are somebody that uses enough concealer for it to crease, like if you're somebody that uses quite a bit under there, you need a lot of coverage or whatever, all these concealers, I honestly, when you're using concealer in that multitude, I don't believe there's any concealer out there that won't crease if you're using that much. Do you know what I mean? Eventually it's going to settle in there, especially with these concealers, because they are really hydrating. They're all like on the very moisturizing side, so it's eventually going to creep up in there. I would powder depending on the amount that you use. Like this one, if I use like 3 little dots, I don't have to powder it, and the only place that it creases is right up by my lash line, because I do have like a really deep crease right up by my lash line. I've had it since I was basically a kid. Like Aiden has that crease right there too. It's just like a hereditary thing, I think. So it will crease in there, but it won't crease in like my little fine lines and stuff. And I don't like to powder it because it looks so fucking good just not powdered. You just look so luminous and so young, and it's just good, girl. I need to quit like talking so much about them so we can get through this shit. Next up, I'll do another drugstore one, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yes, this unfortunately is the last drugstore concealer that I prefer for my dry ass, wrinkly ass 90-year-old under eyes, and it's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is like one of the best drugstore concealers I've ever come across. This and the next one, it's so hydrating and nice, and it's so thin but covers so well. And I really like how they have, I think this one's the brightening one. Yes, this one's the brightening one. They also have a neutralizing one, which is like a yellow color, which, if you don't know, yellow helps combat like blue undertones, bluish undertones, like brown undertones, stuff like that. And they also have like skin tone colors, obviously, but it's not just like a dark circle eraser, because I have so many people that come into the store, and if they're like looking for a drugstore concealer and I recommend this to them, they're like, but I don't have dark circles, I just want to highlight. And I'm like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to use it for what it says, you know what I'm saying? So just to throw that out there. It says treatment concealer. I don't know about any treatment, but I freaking love this so much. Unfortunately, I can only use it during the summertime because they just don't make one that's fair enough. Like the Fair, this one's the brightening shade, and because it's got a pinkier undertone, I can almost get away with it. Mainly towards the end of the summer, when like what little sun I do get is really like starting to peek out, I can use this one if I have no tanner on. But once I start going back to like normal pasty ass Nikki, like it's all out the window. And their Fair is just, I mean, they're bright. If you are looking to buy this, I would go for the brightener versus the Fair shade, because the Fair shade, girl, whose head is like that fair? Because it looks like a fucking medium beige or something like that. Like their Fair shade is not that fair at all. Okay, next up is, y'all are gonna be plastered. Don't do shots every time I say next up, because you guys are gonna be fucking on the floor by the time this video is over. Next up is MAC Prep and Prime highlighter pens. These are so good. They're one of my favorites. You don't get a lot of product in here, which sucks. But I do think that they're only like $16 or $18. The light, they used to only have, if you recall, I can't get anything to come out because I'm out of this one. If you recall, MAC Prep and Prime highlighting pens only used to come in 3 shades. There was Light Boost, there was Radiant Rose, which is the pinky one, Light Boost is the yellow, Radiant Rose is the pink, and then Bright Forecast, which is like the peach tone one. Then they actually came out with skin tone shades. So they came out with a light one. This is light enough to highlight bare skin. It is such a good formula. Like, I use my Light Boost all summer long when I have self tanner on and I'm using darker foundation, just because it's so pretty. It's super moisturizing. It is, you could get it up to a medium coverage, but it's more of like a light to medium coverage, but goddamn, it's so good and it looks so good under your eyes. I love it so much. I would powder it. If you're going to use a bunch of it, again, powder it, but I don't find myself having to powder this. And like I said, everything gets in that little crease right under my lash line, but you know, usually during the day I'll just kind of wipe that out with my finger, but it doesn't crease anywhere else, and I love it so much. It's so good. BT Dubs, I will link all these concealers in the click down below if you guys are interested in snatching them up. Next one I have is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour waterproof concealer. This is odd. It definitely is waterproof. When you like go, okay, so for me, I will usually, when I wash my face at night, take my makeup off. I take coconut oil. Actually, I take water, I splash it on my face, and then I take coconut oil, put it in my eyes, all over my face, stuff like that. But when I first like splash my face with water, you can see the water beating up. Where you've put this product at, it's kind of crazy. This also is like a total favorite for mine. When you look at this at first, it doesn't look like it's going to be light enough to highlight. But when you blend it out, it actually is. I don't know why I keep swatching these because it's so overexposed, you're not gonna see it. When you do blend it out, it will give you like just a very, very faint of a highlight if you are my shade. I can wear this in the winter. I just don't get as much of a highlighted look as I would like to with this, you know what I mean? So I don't wear it super often, but I really, really love it. It's super hydrating. I've told you guys before, that this really reminds me of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, but way lighter. Like, it's like the same consistency where it's that like super moisturizing, hydrating concealer, but it's not as dense and heavy as the Bye Bye Under Eye is. It's just a really good fucking concealer, girl. A really good concealer, and I loves it. And I use the shade Fair. Okay. I've got more. I told you guys I had a fucking bunch of them. I'm like a total concealer whore. Y'all know this by now. Next up is Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. This is, because I've heard so many people like, I don't know why they call this creaseless. This is creaseless if you use the right amount. Same thing. I'll actually put these two together because they are essentially the exact same formula. As far as color goes, the IT Cosmetics is probably about maybe like half a shade lighter. Okay, so again, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this because I'm entirely too overexposed, but this is the IT Cosmetics one. This one is the Tarte one. The IT Cosmetics one is just like a half a shade lighter, and it's a little bit more yellow toned, where the Tarte one is a little bit more pink toned. And this is the lightest shade. This one is, I think it's just called Fair. Yeah, Fair in the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless. This one's $28, this one's $24, $26, something like that. But they're essentially the same formula. These two are the most moisturizing, hydrating, emollient, all the words for moist, which I hate that word. All the words for that, these two are that. Like, it's so hydrating. This is one of my all-time favorite concealers as well. I don't use the Tarte concealer anymore, only because the IT Cosmetics one is, you know, a bit lighter and a lot more yellow undertoned, but I still really like this. But that's just why you guys don't ever see me use this one. It's just because this one's a lot lighter. But again, same formula, really good. I will tell you this, because both of these concealers get a really bad rap, but they are amazing. With both of these, you cannot put these on like a beauty guru. You cannot squeeze out half a fucking dime size slap it in your brush, and go to fucking town. I know Nikki Tutorials can do that, and I know Jaclyn Hill can do that, and whoever else, but that's because they have filler. Like, if you have normal under eyes, you cannot do that. Unless you have like absolutely no lines under your eyes, yeah, you can pile it on like a motherfucker. But the problem is that you don't need to pile it on. This is so intensely full coverage. Let me show you the amount that I use of the IT Cosmetics. Even that's too much. This is literally the amount that I use, probably half of that for both of my eyes. Like, you really don't need that much at all. And what I like to do with this is, rather than, you know, squeezing it out and like wiping it on my face, I will take my beauty blender and just kind of pull down on it a little bit like this and then go in. It's the concealer that I'm wearing today. It's the concealer that I wear on most days. If you guys have been with me for a long time, you know that that's like one of my ride or dies. But doing it like this enables the concealer to kind of mesh with your beauty blender a little bit better, and it still gives you the coverage. It just doesn't like really cake it on. And with the Tarte one, it really is creaseless if you use it right. Same with the IT Cosmetics one. Like, it will not crease if you use the intended amount, which is literally like a pinhead size for one of your eyes. Like, seriously, you guys, I swear to you, you do not need much of this at all, which is another like total fucking bonus to this, because the last tube, this is like a newer tube, obviously, because it looks fucking bomb. The last tube of this lasted me almost 2 years, no lie. Like, yes, I didn't use it every single solitary day, but I could use it every single solitary day for a year and still have some, you know what I mean? You just need the tiniest amount. Don't overuse it, girl. Don't overuse it. This is one of my all-time favorite concealers. It goes Bare Minerals, then this, then the Bye Bye Under... Oh, shit, the NYX one. I forgot about that one. That's a newbie in there. I would say Bare Minerals, Becca, NYX, then IT Cosmetics. Maybe. Okay. This obviously is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. This is like another serum-y type concealer, but it's not as serum-y as the Bare Minerals concealer, but oh god, it's so good. It covers really well. It looks gorgeous under your eyes. So pretty. Why, Becca? Why? It doesn't have a light shade that's light enough to fair my pasty. That's light enough to fair my pasty ass? No. Highlight my fair pasty ass. This is the shade Porcelain. Obviously, this is not porcelain. This is the color of my skin. I will tell you though, because it is not light enough to highlight on me, I may or may not sometimes use this as foundation. I know that's stupid because it's concealer, it's expensive, but it looks so good as a foundation. So I was actually like contemplating buying the Becca Aqua Luminous foundation. Have you guys tried that? Tell me if you like it. If you've tried it, tell me please, thanks. Because our extra associate Decay, you guys, our extra associate discount starts tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love you, tomorrow. Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer, all the same raves as the Bare Minerals one. It's so good. I love it so much. It looks so pretty. It makes you look like 10 years younger. Not even lying. It's so fucking good, girl. I would not tell you that. You guys know I always speak truth. And this is amazing. I love it. Okay, then last up on their list is these little bitch right here. This is the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay. I really like this concealer. When everybody was like raving about it, I was like, I don't see what the big deal is. And it's not that it's like, oh my god, it's the most fucking amazing thing in the world. It's that it just looks really good, like under your eyes. It's probably up to a medium coverage. It's not super cakey. It's not super creasy. It's just a really nice, thin, light concealer. And I can actually use this during the winter time and get just a slight little bit, highlight a little bit, but it doesn't highlight me like I like to be highlighted. So I don't wear it that often just because I like a little bit more of a highlight, but this one's really good. So when people were like totally raving about it, I mean, they were totally right, and it doesn't feel heavy or cakey. You don't need a ton of it. Like, it spreads really well. It goes really far. It's just a good ass concealer, girl, and it's not like super drying or anything. That fucking new concealer though, the all-nighter, Urban Decay all-nighter, nah girl. If your under eyes even look half as bad as what mine do, steer fucking clear, girl, because goddamn, that shit is awful. Like we just got that in at work like last Sunday, and I put it on because on Sunday I do like operational stuff and I go in early in the morning, so I never have, I mean, I'll like slap very little like BB or CC cream on. So I was like, ooh, we got this in, let me try it, because I did the plano for it, and I put that on. No. It is so fucking drying, like worse than Tarte Shape Tape. It is, I mean, it's almost as if when you put it on and blend it out, you can just see it like suck your skin up. It does look really nice and airbrushed, but nah girl, if you look anything like me, you'll stay the fuck away from it, because it is not good for the 90-year-old under eyes. Okay, so that is it. That's what's up. Is there any concealers, probably fucking not, that I didn't mention that you guys really like, that are super hydrating, that don't look really cakey and crepey and nasty under your eyes? Please let a bitch know. I would appreciate it. So that's it. That's it. I'm gonna go. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you're not. Do not forget to subscribe, because I put out videos on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I'm a total YouTuber now. Just deal with it. Deal with it, Veronica. Follow me on all my social media here. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the bell, because if you don't hit the bell, then you will get unsubscribed for some fucking weird YouTube algorithm reason. So don't forget to hit the bell so you can get notified. I would appreciate it. We'd all appreciate it. All your friends here would appreciate it. Everybody's down with hitting the bell. Am I right, ladies? Okay, so follow me on all my social media here. That's it, right? Yes, I will catch you guys in my next one. Peace.
Whatever, it's distressed, right? Let's do it on now. Because that's what YouTubers do instead of taking pictures of themselves like smart people do. Okay. I gotta take a breath. 1 and 2. That one wasn't, no, okay. Jesus. Where, how much is that? Or what?